David Balfour, your father's passed on. There's nothing left for you here now. You must seek your inheritance, my lad.
Yes, sir.
Get your goods and your gear together, and come to the manse as early as you like tomorrow morning.
And so, it was early in the month of June, the year of grace 1751, when I was just 17, that I took the key for the last time out of the door of my father's house in the parish of Essendine. The sun began to shine upon the summit of the hill as I went down the road.
Mr. Campbell. Davy, good morning to you. Did you take your breakfast, lad? You should have come and eaten at the manse with us.
I wanted one last meal in my father's house.
Aye, lad. Well, I'll walk with you as far as the ford to set you on your way. It is your father who should be walking with you to the bend of the road, and your mother who waves you goodbye at the gate. But as things stand, it's left to me to tell you your fortune as far as I can.
Do you know it, sir?
When your poor mother was gone, and your father began to sicken, he gave me in charge a certain letter which he said was your inheritance. I have it here. So soon as I am gone, he said, give my boy this letter and start him off to the House of Shaws, not far from Cramond.
The House of Shaws?
Aye. Shaws is the place I came from, your father said, and it's there my boy should return.
He never mentioned it to me.
No, but the name of that family is the name you bear, Balfour of Shaws. And your father was a man of some learning, Davy. He didn't just have the manner or the speech of a common dominie.
Folks said he was a gentleman.
Well, that is as much as I know. And it's here that I must leave you. Look to the letter, Davy, and I hope it may bring you good fortune.
Aye. To the hands of Ebenezer Balfour, Esquire, of Shaws, in the House of Shaws. These will be delivered by my son, David Balfour. Mr. Campbell, if you were in my shoes, would you go?
Oh, that I would, aye. Why, a lad like you should get to Cramond, which is near in by Edinburgh, in 2 days' walking. If the worst came to the worst and your relations should turn you away, you can but walk the 2 days back again and risp at the manse door.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell.
Aye, I know, we would welcome you, lad. But I would rather hope that you shall be well received and come to be a great man in time.
Then I shall go.
And with my blessing. But mind you dinna shame us, Davy, in yon great muckle house.
I will try not to, sir.
Well said. Now I have here a little packet which contains some things for your journey. Here it is. And now the little money for your father's books, which I bought in the design of reselling at a profit to the incoming dominie. That is yours by right, but the other 3 are gifts from Mistress Campbell and myself.
You're very kind, sir.
Oh, not at all, not at all. You're very dear to us, Davy. Now, the first will likely please you best. The second will stand by you through life. And as for last, that'll see you into a better land. Here, Davy, they are all yours. And I must wish you goodbye and Godspeed now, Davy.
Goodbye, Mr. Campbell.
Goodbye now, Davy.
I watched him as long as he was in sight, and then I sat down to open my parcel and see the nature of Mr. Campbell's parting gifts to me.
Well, what have we? A Bible to see me into a better land. Ah, a shilling piece, that was kind. And what is this that is to stand by me through life? To make lily of the valley water. Take some flowers of the lily of the valley. It is good against the gout.
To be sure, I laughed over this, but it was rather tremulous laughter, and I was glad to get my bundle on my staff's end and set out over the ford and up the hill upon the farther side, till, just as I came on the green drove road running wide through the heather, I took my last look of Kirk Essendine, the trees about the manse, and the big rowans in the kirkyard where my father and my mother lay. On the forenoon of the second day, coming to the top of a hill, I saw all the country fall away before me down to the sea, and in the midst of this descent, the city of Edinburgh, smoking like a kiln. Thence I went westward by Collington, and came out on the Glasgow road. There, what should I behold but a regiment marching to the fifes, every foot in time. And the pride of life seemed to mount into my brain at the sight of the redcoats and the hearing of that merry music. I knew that I had almost reached my destination, and that I was in Cramond parish. It was drawing on to sundown, when I met a stout, dark, sour-looking woman come trudging down a hill.
Please, could you tell me if I'm anywhere near the House of Shaws?
The House of Shaws?
Aye. Is it a great house?
Aye, the hoose is a big muckle hoose.
And what of Mr. Ebenezer Balfour?
Oh, aye, there's the laird. It's him you're seeking.
I was led to think I would maybe get a situation.
If you'll take a word frae me, you'll keep clear of Shaws.
Will I?
Aye, you will.
But still, I'll thank you to show me on my way.
There you come with me.
She accompanied me back to the summit she had just left, and pointed to a great bulk of buildings standing very bare upon a green in the bottom of the next valley.
That is the House of Shaws.
But it is some kind of a ruin. There's no road to it, no smoke from the chimneys, no garden.
Blood built it. Blood stoped the building of it, and blood shall bring it down. See here, I spit upon the ground, and I crack my thumb at it. Black shall be its fall. If you see the laird, tell him what you hear. Tell him that Janet Clouston has gone down the curse on him and on his house, byre and stable, man, guest and maester, wife, miss and bairn. Black shall be their fall.
I sat down where she left me, and stared at the House of Shaws for a long time. At last the sun went down, and then, right up against the yellow sky, I saw a scroll of smoke go mounting, not much thicker than the smoke of a candle.
Well, Davy, come on. Smoke means a fire and warmth, and some living inhabitant at least.
But as I drew nearer, the house looked more and more desolate. It seemed as though some work had been begun on it, and never finished. There were unglazed windows, uncompleted masonry, and bats flying in and out like doves out of a dovecot. With many misgivings, I approached the door.
Mr. Balfour! Open up! Mr. Balfour!
Aye? Who's wanting them?
I beheld above me a tall nightcap and the bell mouth of a blunderbuss.
You watch what you do, this is loaded.
I've come here with a letter.
What letter?
It is to Mr. Ebenezer Balfour of Shaws. Is he here, please?
Who's the letter from?
That's not for you to know.
Oh, is that a fact? Well, you can put it on the doorstep and be off with you.
I will do no such thing. I will deliver it into Mr. Balfour's hands as it was meant I should.
For why?
It is a letter of introduction.
A what?
A letter of introduction to Mr. Ebenezer Balfour.
And who are you yourself?
I'm not ashamed of my name. They call me David Balfour.
David Balfour. Is your father dead? I'll be dead in a doot. And that'll be what brings you chapping to my door. All right, then I'll let you in. Bide there. There now, when you come. Now, while you been, and mind you touch nothing. Here, that's real snake.
The fire had burned up fairly bright and showed me the barest room I think I ever put my eyes on. As soon as the last chain was up, the man rejoined me. He was a mean, narrow-shouldered, clay-faced creature, and his age might have been anything from 50 to 70.
Are you sharp set? You can eat that drop of porridge if you like.
But is that not your own supper, sir?
Oh, I can do fine wanting it. But I'll take the ale over it. Coughing's my cough. Now, let's see the letter.
But it is from Mr. Balfour.
Who the deal you think I am? Come, give me Alexander's letter.
You know my father's name.
It would be strange if I didn't, for he was my born brother. And little as you seem to like either me or my house or my good parrots, I'm your born uncle, Davy, my man, and you my born nephew. So give us a letter and get on with your parrots. Dear brother, this letter is brought you by my understanding. Nephew. Do you ken what's in this letter?
You saw for yourself, sir, that the seal had not been broken.
So what brought you here then?
To give you the letter.
But you'll have had some hopes, maybe.
I am no beggar. I want no favours that are not freely given. I may seem poor, but I have friends of my own that will be happy to help me should you not wish to.
That's calm yourself. We'll agree fine yet. And Davy, my man, if you're done with that with porridge, I could just take a sup at myself. Right. Your father's very fond of meat of mine. As for me, well, I could never do more than pike at foot. If you're dry, you'll find water behind the door.
Thank you.
Your father's been long dead?
Barely a week, sir.
He was a secret man, Alexander, a secret, silent man. He'll never have spoken muckle of me.
I never knew that he had a brother at all, sir, till you told it me yourself.
Dear me. Not yet the shores, I dare say.
Not so much as the name, sir.
To think of that. We'll agree fine yet. What's mine's yours, Davy? Blood's thicker than water. Tell me, what of your mother? You've not mentioned her.
She is dead, too.
Oh, she was a bonny lass. And who are these friends of yours that you talk of?
Oh, various gentlemen of the name of Campbell.
Campbell, that's a good name. Well, Davy, my man, you've come to the right place.
I'm pleased to hear it. I'll confess I had some misgivings.
Oh, no, I like you fine. We'll agree fine yet. You'll bide here at Shaw's a while, eh?
I'll stay a while, sir. And if we don't agree, I'll do my best. It shall be through no fault of mine.
But while I'm taking a bit to think to myself what's the best thing to put you to, I'll ask you to step next door for a while. You may take the candle.
I took the candle to the room next door, and there found a great number of books, in both Latin and English, in which I took great pleasure. But one thing I discovered, which put me in some doubt. What is written here? To my brother Ebenezer on his 5th birthday. But that is very strange. It had seemed to me that my father must have been the younger of the two brothers, else how should he have gone to Essendine as a poor dominie, while Ebenezer remained at Shaw's? But it cannot be. Yet there it was, 5th birthday. I thought at first he must have made some strange mistake in the inscription, for how could he write before he was yet 5 years old in such an excellent, clear hand? Uncle Ebenezer.
Aye, what now?
Was my father very quick at his book learning?
But Alexander? Oh, no, I was far quicker myself. Oh, I was a clever chappie when I was young. I could read as soon as he could.
But then, were you and my father twins?
What God you ask that?
Take your hand from me. This is no way to behave, sir.
Oh, God, man. You shouldn't speak to me about your father. He was all the brother I ever had, and now he's dead.
All the more reason to treat me better than you do, since I'm your sole surviving relative.
That's true, yeah. I'm sorry, Davy, I'm sorry. David, I've been thinking there's a wee bit siller that I have promised you before you were born. Oh, anything legal, you understand, but, well, I keep it that bit money separate. And it's grown but now to be a matter of just precisely £40 Scots.
A Scots pound is the same as an English shilling. Surely you mean pounds sterling.
That's what I said. Did you know, hear me right? Pounds sterling. And if you'll step out by the door a minute just to see what kind of night it is, I'll get it out to you and I'll call you in again.
Very well. I'll go outside.
I did his will, smiling to myself in my contempt that he should think I was so easily to be deceived. It was a dark night, with a few stars low down, and as I stood just outside the door, I heard a hollow moaning of wind far off among the hills. I thought to myself there was something thundery and changeful in the weather, and little knew of what a vast importance that should prove to me before the evening passed. I was soon called in again to my uncle.
34, 35, 36, 37... well, I'll just keep this wee bit change. There you are now, Davy, 37 golden guinea pieces.
So I see. Uncle, that's very generous of you.
Oh, indeed it is, indeed it is. That'll show you. My word is my bond, and there's the proof of it.
But...
Oh, not a word now. I want no thanks. It's a pleasure to me to do right by Alexander's son.
Thank you, sir. Perhaps we can be better friends now.
Of course. But see here, tit for tat.
Well, I'm ready to prove my gratitude, Uncle.
Well, look, see, I'm growing old, lad, and a wee bit broken. Could I ask you now to give me some help sorting the house?
Why, of course, I'd be glad to.
You're a good lad. Well, let's begin.
Now? Tonight?
Oh, it's just a wee thing, Davy. And to your advantage. Now look, here's the key to the stair tower at the far end of the house.
The stair tower?
You can only went into it from the outside, for that part of the house is no finished yet. Now you go in there and up the stairs and bring me down the chest that's at the top. There's papers in it. You'll find them interesting, doubtless.
Oh, can I have a light to take with me?
No. Our money lights in the house is a thing I didn't agree with. I won't go fear the fires.
But are the stairs good if I'm to go up in the dark?
Oh, they're grand. Just you keep to the wall, Davy. There's no banisters, but the stairs are grand underfoot. Grand, so they are. Just grand.
So I went out into the night, in all my innocence and all my ignorance. It had fallen blacker than ever, and I was glad to feel along the wall till I came the length of the stair tower door at the far end of the unfinished wing. The storm came at last. The lightning half blinded me, but I found the door and fumbled to put the key in the lock. So dark. I could not see my hand before my face. I had to feel my way along the wall. But finally, I found the steps. They seemed solid and regular enough, but since there was no banister, I resolved to keep close to the tower side. Come on, Davy. Not far now. The House of Shaws stood 5 full stories high. As I advanced up and up, it seemed to me that the stairs grew airier. As I climbed slowly and steadily, I felt a draught of air all around me. The lightning shone in on every side through gaping breaches in the wall. I was clambering aloft on an open scaffold. How can I move? One of my feet rested at that moment within 2 inches of the edge. I crouched low, resolved to clamber up on hands and knees to see what awaited me at the top of the stairs, to see exactly what brave Ebenezer had in mind for his beloved nephew. Now, up. As I groped forward, my hand slipped upon the edge. There was nothing but emptiness beyond it. To send a stranger mounting this stair in darkness was to send him straight to his death. Somehow, I found my way back down. I turned towards the kitchen door, and my Uncle Ebenezer.
It's done now. Oh, but it was a wicked deed. He was the only one. But my nephew, Alexander's boy, her son, it was wicked. Oh, Davy. Poor Davy. Oh, if only you were back, safe and sound.
Your wish is granted, Uncle. Here I am, safe and sound.
His ghost, he come to haunt me.
Uncle Ebenezer.
No, no, keep away.
Oh, don't be foolish, Uncle.
No, no.
I am no ghost come to torment you, though it would serve you right if I was.
Are you alive? Oh, man, are you alive?
That I am, and small thanks to you.
I can't breathe. David. The blue file and the orrery. Fetch the blue file.
In here.
Aye, that's right. It's the heart, David.
Here. It surprises me that you have a heart at all.
This'll help. I'll be myself in a wee while.
Why did you lie to me at every word?
Davy, I'm not well.
Why did you try to kill me?
Davy, I'm not well. I need my bed. I'll answer you the morning. I'll tell you everything the morning.
Aye, when you've thought of a good story, no doubt.
No, I'll tell you. Sure as death I will.
Come. I will take you upstairs.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
But I'll have to lock you in. For I could not feel safe otherwise. I pocketed his key, and returning to the kitchen, made up such a blaze as had not shone there for many a long year. Then, wrapping myself in my plaid, I lay down in the blessed warmth and fell asleep. Good morning, Uncle.
Oh, good morning, David. I wondered when you would see fit to give me my freedom.
I was bathing in the burn.
Oh, a cold morning for bathing.
I feel all the more clear-headed for it. Come down to breakfast. I've made a good big pan of porridge.
A big pan?
Aye, I feel uncommonly hungry. It's the fresh air. Stir yourself, Uncle. I'll not wait for you. You'll take some more porridge, Uncle?
No, it's a shameful waste.
Very well, then. Have you nothing to say to me, sir?
Davy, I have a venture with this man, Stevenson. He's the captain of a trading brig, the Covenant of Dysart. Davy, now, if you and me was to walk out to the Queen's Ferry, I could see the captain at the Hawes Inn, or maybe on board the Covenant, if there was papers to be signed. Then we can jog on to the lawyer, Mr. Rankeeler. After all that's come and gone between us, you'd be sweet to believe me upon my naked word, but you'll believe Rankeeler. He's factor to half the gentry in these parts. An old man forby, highly respected, and he kenned your father.
Very well, Uncle Ebenezer. Let us go to the ferry.
I'll get my coat and my hat.
When we came to the Queen's Ferry, we went to the Hawes Inn. At a table hard by the chimney, a tall, dark, sober-looking man sat writing.
Ah, come in, come in. I'm glad that you're here in time, Mr. Balfour.
Ah, Captain Hoseason, this is my nephew, David.
How do you do?
Very well, thank you, sir.
Well, the wind's fair and the tide upon the turn. We'll see the old coal bucket burning on the Isle of May before tonight, eh?
Aye, nae doubt. Man, you keep your room unca hot, Captain.
Oh, it's a habit I have, Mr. Balfour. You'll find it's the same with most men that have sailed the tropic seas. We're not over fond of these Scottish summers.
Well, Captain, we must all be the way we're made, I suppose. Davy, it'll be too hot for you in here, surely. Run you down the stairs for a while.
Aye, I'll do that, but I'll not be far off, mind.
Aye.
And away I went, leaving the two men sitting down to a bottle and a great mass of papers. I saw that the Covenant was beginning to shake out her sails, which hung upon the yards and clusters, and the spirit of all that I beheld put me in mind of far voyages and foreign places.
That's a grandicious skirling.
Do you ken Mr. Rankeeler, the lawyer?
Mr. Rankeeler? Oh, aye. Very honest man he is. Very well thought of in the Queen's Ferry. Was it you that came in with old Ebenezer?
Yes, I did.
He'll be no relative of his, I take it?
No, none. Why?
Yet you have a kind of look of Mr. Alexander.
Oh, do you think so?
Aye.
But Ebenezer Balfour is ill seen in the country, is he not?
Oh, he's a wicked old man. As mony would like to see him hanged, I'll no deny. Janet Clouston and mony mair that he's harried out to hoose and hame. And yet he was once a fine young fellow, much like yourself. But that was before the word gaed abroad about Mr. Alexander.
And what was that?
Oh, just that he had killed him, his own brother. Did you never hear that?
And what would he kill him for?
What for but just to get the place?
The House of Shaws?
The other place that I ken.
Is that so? Was Alexander the elder son, then?
Indeed he was. What else would Ebenezer have killed him for?
I knew that my father had not been killed. Still, I could not guess what had persuaded him to abandon his inheritance. But the fact remained that I was the son of the eldest son, and the House of Shaws was mine. I sat, stunned with my fortune.
There you are, Davy. Have you eaten?
I have.
Sir, Mr. Balfour here tells me great things of you. And for my part, I like your looks. And I wish I was here for longer, that we might have made them better friends.
Thank you, Captain.
But we'll make the most of what we have. You shall come on board my brig for half an hour, till the ebb sets, and drink a bowl with me. Or would you say?
Sir, I thank you for your invitation, but my uncle and I have an appointment with a lawyer.
Indeed we have, Davy. Indeed we have.
But you see, the boat'll set ye ashore at the town pier. And that's but a penny stone cast from Mr. Rankeeler's house. Besides, you must take care of the old fox.
What?
He means mischief. Come aboard till I can get a word with ye. Come, what can I bring ye from the Carolinas? Any friend of Mr. Balfour's can command me. A roll of tobacco, Indian featherwork, a skin of a wild beast. Take your pick and say your pleasure.
There's an offer, eh, Davy?
Well, I'll come aboard at any rate, sir.
Then here is the boat to take us out.
I did not dream of hanging back. I trusted him. In my innocence, I thought I had found a good friend and helper, and I rejoiced to see the ship looming over us.
Is that no a fine sight, Davy?
Aye, it is. I've never been on a ship before.
Aye, but you'll presently grow used to it. Up you come now. Take my hand.
Once on board the Covenant, I stood some while, a little dizzy with the unsteadiness of all around me, perhaps a little afraid, and yet vastly pleased with all the strange sights. The captain, meanwhile, pointing out the strangest and telling me their names and uses.
Look up, sir. We're fully rigged and almost ready to sail.
Oh, yes. You know, I'll admit now, I didn't trust you, sir.
Did you not?
I would like to talk to you of my uncle.
No doubt you would.
But Where is my uncle?
Where indeed?
He's not got out of the boat.
Aye, that's the point.
And where is the boat? Captain! They're pulling back for the shore! Uncle Ebenezer! Help me! Do not leave me here! Murder!
The last thing I saw was my uncle in the boat. He turned round where he was sitting and showed me a face full of terror and cruelty. And then a thunderbolt seemed to strike me. I saw a great flash of fire, and I fell senseless. I came to myself in darkness and in great pain. I was bound hand and foot.
Sick. So sick.
The whole world now heaved giddily up and now rushed giddily downward. It took me a long while to realize that I must be lying bound in the belly of the unlucky ship, and that the wind must have strengthened to a gale.
Oh, I was a fool. I was a fool to trust them.
I had no measure of time. Day and night were alike in that ill-smelling cavern.
Well, you're awake at last, I see. How goes it with you? Your pulse is too fast. I'll wash your wound for you. Let's see. Aye, it was a sore dunt. But cheer up, man. The world's not done. You've made a bad start of it, but you'll make it better yet. Can you eat at all?
No, I cannot.
Well, here's some brandy and water. Maybe you'll rest more easily now.
The next time he came to see me, I was lying betwixt sleep and waking, my eyes open in darkness.
And how are you now?
I am in great pain, sir.
Well, the captain himself has come to see you.
Well, Mr. Balfour.
And now, sir, you can see for yourself he has a high fever. He will not eat. I want the boy taken out of this hole now and put into the forecastle.
What you may want, sir, is a matter of concern to nobody but yourself. Here he is, and here he shall bide.
Captain, I am paid none too much to be the second officer of this old tub. I do my best to earn what little I get, but I am paid for nothing more.
You should keep your breath to cool your porridge.
You have been paid to do a murder.
What kind of talk is that?
The only talk that you understand.
Mr. Riach, I've sailed with you 3 years. In that time, you should have learned to know me. You say the lad will die.
Aye, he will. We'll not see the week out.
Then flit him where you please.
5 minutes afterwards, my bonds were cut, and I was carried up to the forecastle. It was a roomy place, where at last I could open my eyes upon the daylight.
Here, drink this. From Mr. Riach. Well, see you've no bones broken. Blowing the head's nothing. Man, it was me that gave it you.
For many days I lay there, and got my health again, and came to know my companions. They were a rough lot, but kind when it occurred to them, and they had some glimmerings of honesty.
Look, see, here's your money back, lad.
Aye, you'll have more need of it than us, where you're going.
And where's that?
The Carolinas.
As an exile?
No, as a slave.
A slave?
You see, lad, if you have a drop of money with you, you might be able to buy your freedom.
All this time, the Covenant was meeting continual headwinds and tumbling up and down against heavy seas. I was able to bear all this now without sickness, but I was never allowed to set foot on deck, and grew very weary and impatient for change. Mr. Riach seemed on occasions glad of my company, and I told him my story, for I thought him my most likely ally.
Well, David, I will do my best to help you. You will have pen, paper and ink, and you may write to any friends you have, and to Mr. Rintoul, the lawyer. He's an honest man by all accounts, and not over fond of your uncle. If you're telling the truth, which I do not doubt, we might be able to set it all to rights for you.
Do you think so?
Well, perhaps. But in the meantime, keep your heart up. You're not the only one, I'll tell you that. There's many a man hoeing tobacco overseas that should be mounting his own horse at his own door at home. Many and many. Life's all a variorum at the best. I mean, look at me. I'm a laird's son, you know. And more than half a doctor. And here I am, man Jack the whole season.
More than a week went by. Then, on the 10th day, we ran into a thick, wet fog. It was late at night, and I was serving Mr. Riach and the captain their supper.
She's struck!
No, sir. I think not. But come, let's see.
Sir, there was a small boat. We've parted her in the middle, but there is one survivor.
Well, let's see him.
Here he is, sir.
The stranger was smallish in stature, but well set and nimble as a goat. His face was sunburnt and heavily freckled and pitted with smallpox.
You have the luck of the devil. How did this come about?
I was sitting in the stern. I was thrown into the air and I managed to catch hold of your bowsprit.
Then you're not only lucky, but strong and agile too. Come ye into the roundhouse. Drink with us. You'll have need of it.
I'll not say I don't.
David, food and drink for our survivor. Oh, stir yourself, lad.
Aye, sir.
The stranger's manners were elegant, and he wore costly clothes, mightily fine for the roundhouse of a merchant brig, though somewhat spoiled with the fog and being slept in.
What is your name, sir?
Alan Breck, they call me.
Altogether, at the first sight of him, I thought that here was a man I would rather call my friend than my enemy, which was just as well, in the light of all that was to follow.
I tell you, sir, I'm so vexed about your boat.
I do not care about the boat, but there are some fine men gone to the bottom. I'd rather see them on dry land again than for half a score of boats to be saved.
Were they friends of yours, then?
You have none such friends in your country. They would have died for me like dogs.
Well, sir, all I can say is there are more men in the world than boats to put them in.
And that's true, too. You seem to be a gentleman of great penetration.
I have been in France, sir, if that is what you mean.
Well, and so has many a fine man for that matter.
No doubt, sir. But some wear finer French coats than others.
Aha, is that how the wind sits? Well, I'm willing to fight for my principles, are you?
Oh, don't be hasty. No need to lay your hands on your pistol. Aye, you've a French soldier's coat on your back and a Scotch tongue in your head, to be sure. But so is many an honest fellow these days, and I dare say none the worse for it.
So, are you of the honest party, then?
I am a true blue Protestant, and I thank God for it. But for all that, I can be sorry to see another man with his back to the wall as you are now.
Can you indeed? Well, sir, to be plain with you, I am one of those honest gentlemen that were in trouble about the years 45 and 6.
I guessed as much.
And to be still more plain with you, if I got into the hands of any of the red-coated gentry, it's like it would go hard with me.
Aye, it would. And there are enough of them in the Highlands just now.
I was for France. There was a French ship cruising here to pick me up, but she gave us the go-by in the fog. As I wish from my heart that you had yourself. Now, the best that I can say is this. If you can set me ashore where I was going, I have that upon me will reward you highly for your trouble.
In France? No, sir. That I cannot do. It's too much out of our way. But back where you came from, we might talk of that.
Might we? Well, there's no harm in a wee discussion. But it's a hard thing to bargain on an empty stomach.
Oh, Davy, lad, off to the galley with you and find some supper for the gentlemen, while we talk this out.
Yes, sir. Aye, off you go, Davy, lad. And the sooner you return, the better.
When I came back to the roundhouse, I found that Alan had taken a money belt from about his waist and poured some guineas upon the table.
You were right when you spoke of a high reward. Half of this, and I'm your man.
I've told you, sir. Not one doit of it belongs to me. It belongs to my chieftain. And while I would be but a silly messenger to grudge some of it that the rest might come safe, I would show myself a hound indeed if I bought my own carcass any too dear.
You are a man of principle, I see.
I hope so. 30 guineas on the seaside, or 60 if you set me ashore beside the Linney Loch. Take it if you will. If not, you can do your worst.
And what if I give you over to the soldiers anyway?
Oh, man, you would make a fool's bargain. My chief is forfeited like every honest man in Scotland. His estate is in the hands of the man they call King George. It is his officers that collect the rents.
Or try to collect them.
Aye, but for the honour of Scotland, the poor tenant bodies take a thought upon their chief, lying in exile.
I see. And this money?
Is a part of that very rent.
For which King George is no doubt looking.
You seem to me to understand things very well, sir. But bring this money within the reach of the government, and how much of it'll come to you?
Little enough to be sure. Well, what must be, must be. 60 guineas, and it's done. Here's my hand upon it.
And here's mine. So that's all agreed, then?
Aye. Aye.
I saw that I had a man under my eyes whose life was forfeit. For he was not only a rebel and a smuggler of rents, but had taken service with King Louis of France. Whatever my opinions, I could not look on such a man without a lively interest.
Ah, David. Good. David, I must speak with Mr. Rear. See, our friend has all he needs till I return.
Thank you. I'll sit you down, lad. Take some food for yourself. I don't like to eat alone.
No, thank you.
No. Now. What do you find so interesting about me that you stare so?
You're a Jacobite.
Aye? And you, by your long face, should be a Whig.
Betwixt and between.
Well, that's nothing. And will I tell you something, Mr. Betwixt and Between? This bottle of yours is dry. And it's hard if I'm to pay 60 guineas and be grudged a dram on the back of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go and ask them for the key. If you'll just wait a minute.
Aye. Aye, off you go.
The fog was as close as ever, but the swell almost down. They had laid the brig to. Some of the hands were still hearkening for breakers, but the captain and Mr. Riach were standing in a huddle with their heads close together.
Couldn't we wile him out of the roundhouse some way?
Oh, he's better where he is. He hasn't room to use his sword there.
Well, that's true enough. But he'll be hard to come at.
We can get the man in talk, one upon each side, and then pin him by the two arms. Or if that'll not hold, sir, we can make a run by both doors and get him underhand before he has time to draw.
Captain, the gentleman is seeking a dram and the bottle's out. Will you give me the key?
Why, here's Davy and our chance to get the firearms.
Sir?
Hark ye, David. Do you ken where the pistols are kept?
You see, David, my man, that wild Highlandman is a danger to the ship. Besides being a rank foe to King George. God bless him.
God bless him, indeed.
The trouble is that all our firearms are in the roundhouse under the man's nose. Likewise, the powder.
You see your problem, Davy?
Now, if I or one of the officers was to go in and take them, yon Jacobite would surely fall to thinking.
But a lad like you, David, well, you might snap up a horn and pistol or two without remark.
I might.
That's it. And if you can do it cleverly, I'll bear it in mind when it'll be good for you to have friends. And that'll be when we come to Carolina.
A word, sir. The money. Speak of the money.
Aye. See here, David. Yon man has a boat full of gold, and I give you my word that you shall have your fingers in it if you do as we ask.
Very well, sir. I will do as you wish, but give me a little time. I went slowly back to the roundhouse, thinking all the while, what was I to do? There were nothing but dogs and thieves. But on the other hand, what could a man and boy do against a whole ship's company? I knew little of Alan at that time, or I might have been more hopeful.
Ah, there you are at last. What kept you? Am I to get my dram, then?
Do you want to be killed, sir?
Killed? Now, what's this? What are you saying?
They're plotting it now.
But they haven't got to me yet. And what about you? Will you stand with me?
That I will. I'm no thief, nor yet a murderer. I'll stand by you.
Well, then we might yet have a chance. What's your name again?
David Balfour, of Shaw's.
Oh, aye, Shaw's, is it? Well, my name is Stuart. Alan Breck, they call me. A king's name is good enough for me, though I bear it plain and have the name of no farm midden to clap to the hind end of it.
Thus was my first attempt to lay claim to my title, brought low by proud Alan Breck. But at the time, there were other matters on my mind. The roundhouse was very strongly built. Only the skylight and the 2 doors were large enough for the passage of a man. The doors could be drawn closed and could be fastened with hooks. The one that was already shut I secured in this fashion. But when I was proceeding to do the same to the other, Alan stopped me.
No. Bolt the one door and leave that other one open. That door being open is the best part of our defences.
It would be better shut, I fancy.
Not so, David. You see, I have but one face. So long as that door is open and my face to it, the best of my enemies will be in front of me, where I would always wish to find them. Well, now, weapons. Let's see. I've never seen poorer. But here, you need one. Take this cutlass. And here is the powder horn and a bag of bullets. Charge all the pistols. Can you do that?
I'll try it.
It'll be better work, let me tell you, for a gentleman of decent birth than scraping plates and raxing drams to a wheen of tarry sailors.
It's not from my own choice that I do it.
Is it not? Now, well, you'll tell me your story later. Just now we have other more pressing matters on hand. Now, let me try my sword in this small place. There's not much room. I must stick to the point. And that's a pity, too, because it doesn't suit my genius, which is all for the upper guard. And now you just keep on charging those pistols and give heed to me.
I'm listening.
Well, now. First of all, how many of them are against us?
14. Oh, no, wait, 15.
Well, that can't be cured, so we'll just have to outwit them with our cunning, David. Now, listen to me. It's my part to keep this door where I look for the main battle. In that you will have no hand. And mind them, don't fire to this side unless they get me down, for I would rather have 10 foes in front of me than one friend like you cracking pistols at my back.
Indeed, sir, you're right, for I'm no great shot.
And that's very bravely said. There's many a pretty gentleman that wouldn't dare admit as much.
Oh, but then, sir, there is the door behind you, which they may perhaps break in.
Aye, and that is part of your work. No sooner are the pistols charged than you must climb up into yon bed, where you'll be handy at the window. And if they lift a hand against the door, you are to shoot. But that's not all. Let's make a bit of a soldier of you, Davy. What else have you to guard?
There's the skylight. But indeed, Mr. Stewart, I would have need of eyes upon both sides to keep the 2 of them. For when my face is at the one, my back is at the other.
Alan, call me Alan, just. And that's very true. But have you no ears to your head?
To be sure, I must hear the bursting of glass.
You have some rudiments of sense, I see.
David, are you there?
The captain.
Stand, sir!
A naked sword. This is a strange return for hospitality, my friend.
Friend, do you say? Do you see me? I am come of kings. I bear a king's name. My badge is the oak. And do you see my sword? It has slashed the heads of more whigamores than you have toes upon your feet. Call up your vermin to your back, sir, and fall on. The sooner the clash begins, the sooner you'll taste this steel.
I'll mind this, David, when we put ashore at the plantations.
Is that where you're bound?
Aye, and much against my will.
Aye, you'll not have much to lose then. Well now, let your hand keep your head, David, for the grip is coming. And a dirk, just in case they run in under my sword, lad. Now, take the pistols and up into the berth with you.
I lay there, watching and listening. The sea had gone down and the wind was quiet. A little after, and I heard them.
There's a cutlass for each man. Use it well.
They're dealing out the cutlasses.
Do they have any pistols?
No, they're all in here. Only cutlasses.
Good. Well, they'll be here soon. Courage, Davy.
Aye.
Aye, here they come. You look to your window. Come to me. Come on now.
I'm ready for you, you Jacobite dog!
Yes! You've killed them! I hope so. The rest are retreating. Not so soon, I think. I thought so. They'll burrow down the door. Then you must shoot through the window. Shoot, Davy. Shoot, man, will you?
Take that!
That's it. And again.
Get out! Get Stewart out of here!
Take him. And welcome. Well, there's one of your Whigs for you. How are you doing, Davy?
I winged one. The captain, I think.
And I've settled one. But there's not enough blood left. They'll be back again. To your watch, Davy. This is but a dram before meat.
Preparing to come on again.
That's what we have to pray for. Unless we can give them a good distaste for us and have done with it, there'll be no sleep for either you or me. But this time, mind, they'll be in earnest. They're coming to my side.
Alan, there's somebody in the roof above me.
Now have ye!
Don't move or I'll shoot.
Why don't you then?
Do it, Davy, for God's sake, do it!
Oh!
Help me, Davy!
Come on there!
Take that!
Come on! Hurry!
Come on, then, man, I'll soon deal with it. Take that! You murdering dogs! Run like the cowardly sheep you are! Come to my arms, David. Oh, man, I love you like a brother. Am I no a bonny fighter? Here, I will get rid of these bodies. Out you go! Onto the deck again.
How can you do that?
They're dead, Davy. I feel nothing. And now, a dram for you and a dram for me, eh? You'll be needing it. And you're as pale as death.
Never killed a man before.
Oh, well, you've made a start now, haven't you? And it was you or them, Davy, so no blame can be attached to you. Here, drink. You'll feel better. And there's a good song to be made about this day, Davy.
I hope they will not come again, Alan. Do you think they will come again?
Davy, you're a brave lad. And you want nothing but sleep. I'll take the first watch. You've done well by me, David. First and last. And I wouldn't lose you for all Appin. No more for Bredalbin either.
About 6 of the clock, when I looked out of the door of the roundhouse, I saw the great stone hills of Skye on the right hand, and a little more astern, the strange Isle of Rum.
Well, Davy, if it were not for the blood on the floor, we're in a situation that is not only agreeable, but merry. We have all the drink in the ship, and all the dainty eatables too. And those two thirsty men, Hosseason and Riach, are shut in the forepart of the ship and not a dram to drink.
They have cold water, but they will not care for that.
Depend upon it, we shall hear more of them ere long. You may keep a man from the fighting, but never from his bottle. But here, you may have one of my silver buttons, David. I had them from my father, Duncan Stewart. And now I'll give you one as a keepsake for last night's work. Wherever you go and show that button, the friends of Alan Breck will come to you.
Thank you. I'm honoured.
And so you should be, David, so you should be.
David? Mr. Stewart? Will you talk with us?
Open the window, David, see what they want.
Mr. Riach, speak out now. What do you wish?
Ah, Davy, this is a bad job.
It was none of our choosing.
Put up the pistol. I am unarmed. The captain would like to speak with your friend.
And how do we know what treachery he means?
He means none, David. And if he did, I'll tell you the honest truth. We couldn't get the men to follow.
Is that so?
What does he say?
Hush a moment.
I'll tell you more than that. It's not only the men. It's me. I'm frightened of your friend in there, David. We want to be short of him. And besides that, would you give us a dram, Davy? A little of the brandy?
Aye, well, your second request will be easily granted.
Alan, hand me a gill of brandy.
What do they want?
They want it, partly.
What do they now?
And be rid of you above all things.
Well, so they shall, but on my terms.
Here's your brandy.
Thank you, Davy, thank you. I'll take a little now, if you don't mind. I'm sorely in need of a dram.
And you can tell the captain that Alan will speak to him. He may come in.
Thank you, Davy.
The captain's coming in.
We'll watch him, Davy. He's not a man to trust.
Well, Mr. Stewart?
Captain, I see you have your arm in a sling, sir. Did you do it some injury?
You have no need of your dirk, sir. Have I not passed my word?
No, Captain. I doubt your word is breakable. Last night you haggled and argled-bargled and then passed me your word, and you know very well what was the upshot. Be damned to your word, I say.
Well, sir. I have things to speak of.
Then speak and be done with it.
You've made a sore hash of my brig.
And how else were we to protect ourselves?
Be that as it may, I haven't hands enough left to work her. There's nothing left me now but to put back into the port of Glasgow.
Oh, aye. Unless there's nobody speaks English in that town, I have a bonny tale for them. 15 tarry sailors upon the one side, and a man and a halfling boy upon the other. Ah, man, it's pitiful.
Enough of that talk now.
I tell you this, it'll not do.
What?
Glasgow'll not do. You'll just have to set me ashore as we agreed.
Aye, but my first officer is dead. None of the rest of us is acquaint with this coast, sir, and it's a very dangerous one.
I give you your choice. Set me on dry ground where you please within 30 miles of my own country, except in a country of the Campbells. Now that's a broad target.
All this will cost money.
30 guineas if you land me on the seaside, and 60 if you put me in beside the Linney Loch.
It's to risk the brig and your own lives along with her.
Take it or want it.
Could you pilot us at all?
Well, it's doubtful. You see, I'm more of a fighting man than a sailor man. But I've been often enough picked up and set down upon this coast, and should know something of the lie of it.
If I had lost less money on this unchancy cruise, I would see you in a rope's end before I risked my brig, sir. But be it as you will.
Good. And now, as I hear you're a little short of brandy in the forepart, I will offer you an exchange. A bottle of brandy against 2 buckets of water.
Aye. I'll agree to that readily enough. I'll have the water brought to you.
The captain set his course out west by Tiree to come up under the southern coast of the great Isle of Mull. Meanwhile, Alan and I sat in the roundhouse during the early part of the day and smoked a pipe or two of the captain's favourite tobacco, and I told him my story.
My, Davy, that's some tale you tell me. Well, I'll not leave you to the mercy of Captain Hosseason, though you might be coming into worse danger with me.
He had heard my story with great good nature, until I came to mention that friend of mine, Mr. Campbell, the minister.
Yeah, Campbell, you say. Do not speak of him. I hate all of that name.
Oh, you cannot say that, Alan. You do not know him. He's a man you should be proud to give your hand to.
I know nothing I would help a Campbell to unless it was a leaden bullet. If I lay dying, I would crawl up on my knees to my chamber window for a shot at one.
Why, Alan? What ails you at the Campbells?
You know very well that I am an Appin Stewart. The Campbells have long harried and wasted those of my name. Aye, and got lands off us by treachery, but never with the sword. Oh, no, they could not match us at the sword.
No, I'm sure they could not.
Aye, but there's more than that and all in the same story. Lying words, lying papers, tricks fit for a peddler, and the show of what's legal overall to make a man the more angry.
You that are so wasteful of your buttons, I can hardly think you would be so good a judge of business matters.
I got my wastefulness from the same man I got the buttons from, and that was my poor father, Duncan Stewart. Grace be to him. He was the best man of his kindred, and the best swordsman in the Highlands, David, and that is the same as to say, in all the world.
Do you think so?
I should know it, for it was him that taught me.
Then he taught you well, I'll allow. I wish I could say the same for my father, but he was only a dominie and knew little of fighting.
Maybe so, but Duncan Stewart was not the man to leave me rich. He left me my breeks to cover me and little besides. That was how I came to enlist.
Enlist?
Ah. It was a black spot upon my character. It would still be a sore job for me if I came among the redcoats.
What? Were you in the English army?
That I was. But I deserted to the right side at Preston Pans, and that's some comfort at any rate.
But the punishment is death.
Aye. If they got hands on me, it would be short shrift and a long tow for Allen. But I have the French King's commission in my pocket, which would be some protection.
I misdoubt it much.
Well, just between the two of us, David, I have doubts myself. But I keep it with me all the same. It's a kind of talisman, you see.
And good heavens, man, you that are a condemned rebel and deserter, and a man of the French kings, what tempts you back into this country? Oh, it's braving of Providence.
Oh, Davy, I have been back every year since '46.
And what brings you, man? Why do you come?
Well, you see, I weary for my friends and country. France is a braw place, no doubt, but I weary for the heather and the deer. But the heart of the matter is the business of my chief, Ardshiel. Listen, we'll open a bottle of brandy and take a dram for ourselves before the captain and Mr. Riech come back begging for more.
I thought they called your chief Appin.
Aye, but Ardshiel is the captain of the clan. You see, Davy, he that was so great a man and come of the blood and bearing the name of kings is now brought down to live in a French town like a poor and private person.
Shame.
'Tis a disgrace to us of his family and clan. Now the tenants of Appin have to pay a rent to King George, but their hearts are staunch. And what with love and a bit of pressure, and I'll admit it, maybe a threat or two, the poor folks scrape up a second rent for Ardshiel. Well, Davy, I am the hand that carries it. Drink, man, drink.
You mean they pay both?
Both.
2 rents?
Aye, David. I told a different tale to yon captain, man, but this is the truth of it. It's wonderful to see how little pressure is needed. But that's the handiwork of my good kinsman and my father's friend, James of the Glens. James Stewart, that is, Ardshiel's half-brother. He it is that gets the money in and does the management.
Well, I call it noble. I'm a Whig or little better, but I call it noble.
Aye, you're a Whig. But you're a gentleman, and that's what does it. Now, if you were one of the cursed race of Campbell, you would gnash your teeth to hear tell of it. If you were the Red Fox, man...
And who is the Red Fox?
Maybe that's a long, long tale. And you should sleep now, lad. I'll watch. I'll wake you in a few hours.
Aye. I'm wearied.
Davy. Aye, but you can sleep.
Alan, where are we now?
The sun's quite low. We have left Tyree far behind.
You must sleep now.
No, I'll do fine a while yet. I'm used to going without. But I tell you, Davy, We'll charge the pistols again, eh? And just in case our friends take it into their heads to try once more.
Very well. Where are the bullets?
Here you are. It's box and powder horn. Well, let's see if you're any quicker at it. Eh? Yeah. No, steady. You have it.
You were speaking of the Red Fox before I fell asleep. Who is he?
Who is he? Well, and I'll tell you. When the men of the clans were broken at Culloden, Ardshil had to flee like a poor deer upon the mountains. The English rogues stripped him of his powers and lands. They plucked the very clothes off the backs of his clansmen, so that now it's a sin to wear a tartan plaid, and a man may be cast into jail if he has but a kilt about his legs. Oh, come on, you can do better than that, lad. You have to get a kind of rhythm going. See? Here, let me show you.
Go on with your story.
Oh, yes, where was I now? Oh, yes. Well, now, in there steps a man, Campbell. A red-headed Colin Campbell of Glenure.
Is that him you call the Red Fox?
Aye, that's the fox. Will you bring me his brush? Well, in he steps and gets papers from King George to be so-called King's Factor on the lands of Appin. And at first he sings small, and his hail fellow well met with Seamus. That's James of the Glens, my chieftain's agent. But by and by it came to his ears all that I have told you. How the poor commons were wringing their very plaids to get a second rent for Ardshil and his parents. What was it you called them when I told you?
I called it noble.
And you little better than a common Whig, eh? But when it came to Colin Roy, the black Campbell blood in him ran wild. He sat gnashing his teeth at the wine table. What? Should a steward get a bit of bread and him not able to prevent it? Ah, Red Fox, if ever I hold you at a gun's end, the Lord have pity on you. Ah, here, lad, you take the pistols. Put me in mind of murder.
But what did Campbell of Glenure do?
What indeed? He declared all the farms to let. You see, all the Stewarts and McCalls and the McGrobs that had 2 reds to pay offered him a better price than any Campbells in all broad Scotland. And far he sent them seeking too. Seeking and fleecing and begging them to come where there was a Stewart to be starved and a red-headed hound of a Campbell to be pleasured.
Well, Alan, Whig I may be, but I'm glad the man was beaten.
Oh, him beaten? No, Davy. Hold that pistol down, see, always. Unless you want to lose an ear, or worse. No, it's little you know of the Campbells, and less of the Red Fox. Him beaten? No, nor will be till his blood's upon the hillside.
Man, your words are neither very wise nor very Christian.
And is he very Christian, tell me?
But they will do the man you call the fox no harm, and yourself no good. There. That's the last one.
Hide them away now, but close to hand, in case we have need of them. But it's true enough what you say. My words will do him no harm, more's the pity.
It's weel kent that Christianity forbids revenge.
And it's well seen it was a Campbell taught you religion. It would be a convenient world for them and their sort if there was no such thing as a lad and a gun behind a heather bush. Come. We drop.
No, I'm not used to it, Alan. But tell me, what did Colin Campbell do next?
Well, since he couldn't be rid of the loyal commons by fair means, he swore he'd be rid of them by foul. Ardshil was to starve. He got lawyers with papers and redcoats to stand at his back. And the kindly folk of that country must all pack and tramp. And who are to succeed them? Bare-legged beggars. King George is to whistle for his rents. What cares Red Colin? If he can hurt Ardshil, he has his wish.
But if they're allowed to take less rents, to be sure the government has a finger in the pie. It's not this man Campbell's fault, it's his orders. And if he killed this Colin tomorrow, there would be another factor in his shoes as fast as spur can drive.
You're a good lad in a fight, but man, it's well seen you have Whig blood in you.
Alan's faults were on his face, and now I knew them all. The worst of them, his liking for a quarrel, he greatly laid aside in my case out of regard for the Battle of the Roundhouse. But to return to my tale. Alan slept for an hour or two, but was awake before my watch was over. It was already late at night, and as dark as it ever would be at that season of the year, and a fresh wind had sprung up. Hoseason clapped his head round the door.
Here, come out and see if you can pilot.
Is this one of your tricks?
Do I look like tricks? I have other things to think of. My brig's in danger.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Come on, Davy. Out you come with me.
See there, Davy. That's Mull. And there's Ben Moore with the wee wisp of mist on the top.
It doesn't seem to be such an ill night for sailing.
Look, Mr. Stewart! Look there! What do you call that?
The sea breaking on a reef. And now you know what it is. What better would you have?
Aye, if it were the only one. But see for yourself. There! There, further to the south. Oh, if I'd known of these reefs. It's not 60 guineas. No, nor 600 would have made me risk my brig in them. But you, sir, had you never a word?
I'm thinking these will be what they call the Torren Rocks.
Are there many of them?
Well, truly, sir, I am no pilot. But it sticks in my mind that there are 10 miles of them.
There's a way through them, I suppose.
Oh, doubtless, but where? It somehow runs in my mind once more that it is clearer under the land.
So, we'll have to haul our wind then. Mr. Reach, go to the foretop, hail us with what you see.
Aye, aye, sir.
We'll have to come in as near in about the end of Mull as we can take her. And even then we'll have the land to keep the wind off us, and that stone yard on our lee. Well, we're in for it now, and we may as well crack on.
The sea to the south is thick with them, sir. It does seem clearer in by the land. Steer her to landward.
Well, sir, we'll try your way of it. And pray God you're right.
Pray God I am.
Change course! Change course to starboard!
Oh, David, this is no kind of death I fancy.
You're not afraid, are you, Alan?
No, but it's a cold ending all the same.
You'll admit that Hoseason and Reich are very brave in their own trade.
Aye, I'll allow that.
We had got round Iona and begun to come alongside Mull. The tide ran very strong here and threw the brig about very much. 2 hands were put to the helm, and Hoseason himself would sometimes lend a hand.
Hold on to it! Hold on to it, I say!
See clear water ahead!
You were right! You have saved the brig, sir! I'll mind that when we come to clear accounts.
Keep her away a point! Reef to windward!
And just at that same time, the tide caught the brig and threw the wind out of her sails. She came round into the wind like a top and struck the reef.
She's struck!
Alan! She'll beat herself to pieces!
I am here. You man, watch the sea. Aye, sir! Get the skiff. Captain! Captain!
Alan, are you there? Aye, I'm with you still.
Will not be easy.
We'll go down for sure!
Davy, we'll be lucky to save ourselves. Where is this skiff he spoke of?
This way!
Yeah. If we make the shore, we'll be at the southwest end of Mull. Arid. And the worst possible place for me. For this is the land of the Campbells.
There! We can launch her now.
For God's sake, sir! My God!
Oh, my God!
Hold on, Davy! Hold on to me!
Alan! Alan, help me! I can't! Help me!
I went over and down and drank my fill, and then came up again and got a blink of the moon, and then went down again. They say a man sinks a 3rd time for good. I cannot be made like other men then, for I would not like to say how often I went down, or how often I came up again. Presently, I found I was holding onto a spar, and then, all of a sudden, I was in quiet water, and began to come to myself.
So cold. Ahoy! Come in! Ahoy!
There was no sign of the brig, which must have lifted from the reef and sunk. I was afraid to think what had befallen my shipmates, for there was never a sail upon the ocean, and the skiff, too, was nowhere to be seen. I could only think that a man could die of cold as well as of drowning. But then I saw the shores of the place Alan had called Erid, quite close to me. I held onto my spar and kicked, and eventually reached the shore.
Thank God. Oh, thank God.
The Ross of Mull, which I had now got upon, was rugged and trackless. I had no better guide over it than my own nose, and no other landmark than Ben More. What with all my great weariness and the difficulty of the day, it was almost night before I came upon the house in the bottom of the little hollow. It was roofed with turf, and built of unmortared stones. On a mound in front of it sat an old gentleman smoking his pipe.
Good evening, sir.
Ah, good evening.
I wonder, can you give me food and shelter? I am very weary.
Where might you have come from? You're not from the brig that went down, are you?
That's right.
Ah, but where have you been till now? The others are all gone on ahead.
Others? Were there many saved, then?
Oh, yes, yes, many of them came ashore. We fed them and dried them, and away they went.
Tell me, was there one dressed like a gentleman, in a fine coat?
Ah, no, no. They all wore rough greatcoats. But to be sure, the first of them, the one that came alone, he wore breeches and stockings.
Ah, and would he have a feathered hat as well?
No, no, he was bareheaded, just as you are. But he had the garlic.
Ah, perhaps Alan has lost his hat. It will be a great tragedy to him. He was so proud of it. But I'm very glad he's safe. Perhaps you could tell me which way he went. He is my friend.
Ah, then you must be the lad with the silver button.
Why, yes, I have his button. See, here.
Ah, yes. Well, then, I have a word for you. You are to follow your friend to his own country by Torresay. Come inside. Come. What is your name?
David Balfour.
Then come in, Mr. Balfour, and share what food we have. There's oat bread and a cold grouse, and I will make you a good strong punch with my own hands, and then you will sleep well, at any rate.
The house, though it was thick with peat smoke, and as full of holes as a colander, seemed like a palace to me. The punch threw me into a strong sweat and a deep slumber. It was near noon of the next day before I took the road, my spirits quite restored by good fare and good news.
You have been very kind to me. Will you take some money for all your trouble?
No, no, not at all. We'd do the same for any stranger. So, goodbye to you.
Goodbye, and thank you. Thank you very much.
It seemed to me that if these were wild Highlanders, I could wish my own folk wilder. At last I came to Torresay, having travelled the greater part of that big and crooked Isle of Mull in 4 days, and with little fatigue. There is a regular ferry from Torresay to Kinlochalan on the mainland. The skipper of that boat was called Neil Roy MacRob, and since MacRob was one of the names of Alan's clansmen, and Alan himself had sent me to that ferry, I was eager to come to private speech with him.
Neil Roy MacRob, you are one of Appin's men, are you not?
And what for no?
I am seeking somebody, and it comes in my mind that you will have news of him. Alan Breck Stewart is his name. See, I can pay you for the information.
Pay me?
Yes.
I'm very much affronted, sir. This is not the way that one gentleman should behave to another at all. The man you asked for is in France. But if he was in my sporn and your belly was full of shillings, I would not hurt a hair upon his body.
I don't want you to hurt him at all. He is my friend.
Friend, you see?
I see. I have his silver button.
I will. And I think you might have begun with that end of the stick. But if you are the lad with the silver button, all is well. I have the word to see you're come safe. But if you'll pardon me to speak plainly, there's a name that you should never take into your mouth, and that's the name of Alan Breck. And there's a thing you should never do, and that's to offer your dirty money to a Highland gentleman.
I'm sorry, sir.
Now, I'll tell you what you must do. You're to lie the night in Kinlochalan in the public inn. Then cross Morven the next day to Ardgour, and lie the night in the house of one John of the Claymore.
Aye.
The third day, you're to be set across one loch at Corran, and another at Ballachulish. And then you must ask your way to the house of James of the Glens at Acharn.
James of the Glens?
Aye. And listen, young man, you must speak with no one by the way unless you can help it.
You must avoid Whigs, Campbells, and the Red Soldiers. And if you see any of them, you must leave the road and lie in a bush.
I must hide like any common robber?
You will be a fool if you do not, for it's never chance you to meet with them. See here. Take the road to the left up the hill. You'll find the end there. Now, can you jump ashore?
Aye.
Now, mind what I told you.
The inn at Kinlochhallen was the most beggarly, vile place that ever pigs were styed in, full of smoke, vermin, and silent Highlanders, and I was glad to be on the road early the next morning. Almost immediately, I overtook a little, stout, solemn man who was sometimes reading in a book and sometimes marking the place with his finger.
Jealousy is as cruel as the grave. The coals thereof are coals of fire, which hath a most vehement flame. Ah, jealousy, that is most interesting.
Good day to you, sir.
Oh, good day. Come, walk with me. Where are you going?
To Argour, and then to Corran and Ballahullish.
Oh, then we may keep each other company as far as Kingairloch.
What brings you travelling, sir?
I was sent out by the Edinburgh Society for Propagating Knowledge. I am a catechist. Oh, Henderland is my name.
And I am David Balfour.
Ah, and a Lowlander too, by the sound of it.
I am. It is good to hear another Lowland voice. I am come from Essendine.
Is the minister of that parish a man called Campbell?
The very same, and a good friend of mine. He's been like a father to me.
Oh, I hold his work in great esteem. In fact, this is one of his books I'm reading now. Oh, it is a fine piece of work.
Mr. Henderland stopped and spoke with all the wayfarers we met along the way. He told me much of his work and the people he worked among, and this put it in my mind to question him further about the Red Fox and the Appin tenants.
Mr. Henderland, I've heard some talk in my travels of Colin Campbell, the Red Fox they call him, and how the Appin tenants pay 2 rents.
Aye, and it's wonderful where they find the money, for their life is mere starvation. But you don't carry such a thing as snuff, do you, Mr. Balfour?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh, well, I suppose I'm better wanting it. Oh, but as I was saying, young man, these tenants are partly driven to it. James Stewart, that's him they call James of the Glens, is half-brother to Ard Shiel, the captain of the clan. A man much looked up to and drives very hard. And then there's one they call Alan Breck.
What of him?
Oh, what of the wind that bloweth where it listeth? He's here in the war, here today and gone tomorrow, aye. A fair heather cat. He might be glowering at the two of us out of yon whinbush, I wouldn't wonder at it. Oh, you'll no carry such a thing as snuff, will you?
No, I'm sorry. You've asked me before, Mr. Henderland.
It's highly possible. It seems strange you shouldn't carry it. Oh, however, this Alan Breck, is a bold, desperate customer and well kent to be James's right hand. His life is forfeit already. He would boggle at nothing, and maybe if a tenant buddy was to hang back, he would get a dirk in his way.
Oh, if it is all fear on both sides, I care to hear no more of it.
But there's love, too, and self-denial that should put the like of me and you to shame. Aye, there is something fine about it. No, perhaps Christian, but humanly fine. Even Alan Breck, by all that I hear, is a chiel to be respected. I hear tell he's a man of some learning, skilled in all kinds of music, and a well-considered poet in his own tongue.
Is he?
So they say. There is many a young sneck draw sits close in kirk in our part of the country and stands well in the world's eye, and maybe is a far worse man, Mr. Balfour, than yon misguided shedder of man's blood.
I'm sure that's true.
Aye. We might take a lesson by them. You perhaps think I've been too long in the Highlands?
Not at all. I have seen much to admire among the Highlanders.
Aye, that is true. It is a fine blood.
But tell me, what of the King's agent?
Colin Campbell. He's putting his head in a bee's bike. That's what he is about.
He is to turn the tenants out by force, I hear.
Yes, but the business has gone back and forth. First, James of the Glens rode to Edinburgh and got some lawyer, a Stewart, no doubt, they all hang together like bats in a steeple, and had the proceeding stayed. And then Colin Campbell came in again and had the upper hand before the barons of the Exchequer. And now they tell me the first of the tenants are to flit tomorrow.
Ah, do you think they'll fight?
Well, they're disarmed, or supposed to be. But there is still a good deal of cold iron lying by in quiet places. And then, of course, Colin Campbell has the soldiers coming. But for all that, well, if I was his lady wife, I wouldn't be well pleased till I got him home again. They are queer customers, the Appin stewards.
Are they worse than their neighbours?
No, not they. And that is the worst part of it. For if Colin Roy can get his business done in Appin, he has it all to begin again in the next country. And they call that Mamor.
What clan?
It is one of the countries of the Camerons. Colin Campbell is king's factor upon both, and from both he has to drive out the tenants. Indeed, Mr. Balfour, to be open with you, it is my belief that if he escapes the one lot, then he will get his death by the other. Oh, but come, if we are to reach the Linney Loch by dark, then we must stride out.
The next day, Mr. Henderland offered me sixpence to help me on my way, out of a scanty store he kept in the turf wall of his house, at which excess of goodness I knew not what to do. But at last he was so earnest with me that I thought it the more mannerly part to let him have his way, and so left him poorer than myself. Mr. Henderland had also found for me a man who had a boat of his own, and was to cross the Linney Loch that afternoon into Appin, fishing. He prevailed on him to take me, for he was one of his flock. It was near noon before we set out, a dark day with clouds and the sun shining upon little patches. The sea was here very deep and still, and had scarce a wave upon it, so that I must put the water to my lips before I could believe it to be truly salt. The mountains on either side were high, rough and barren, very black and gloomy in the shadow of the clouds, but all silver-laced with little watercourses where the sun shone upon them. It seemed a hard country, this of Appin, and yet I knew some who seemed to care for it a great deal. My mind went back to Alan, and how he loved this place, and how his face changed when he spoke of it.
Ah, Davy, France is a braw place, no doubt, but I weary for the heather and the deer.
Soon after we had started across the loch, I saw a moving clump of scarlet close in along the waterside to the north, and then little sparks of lightning, as though the sun had struck on bright steel.
Ah, look you. There are the first of the Red Soldiers coming into Appin. It will go hard with the poor tenantry this day.
Is this Loch Leven now?
Aye.
Then you can set me ashore here, if you would.
But Mr. Henderland said you were to be taken to Ballahullish.
No, I'll walk from here.
Very well.
I was set on shore in Alan's country of Appin at last, under the wood of Lettermore. This was a wood of birches growing on a steep, craggy side of a mountain that overhung the loch. The bridle track ran north and south through the midst of it. I sat down by the path to think upon my situation. Why was I going to join myself with a Jacobite outlaw when I might just tramp straight back to the south country? Presently, I saw 4 travellers come into view. They came singly and led their horses by reins. The first was a great red-headed man of an imperious and flushed face.
This heat, Mungo.
Glenure, we should stop soon.
No, we must press on. The business must be carried through without delay.
Listen, Campbell, we have ridden ahead of the troops. We should bide here a while.
The second, by his decent black garb and wig, I correctly took to be a lawyer. The third was a servant, and wore some part of his clothes in tartan, which showed that his master was of a Highland family, and either an outlaw, or else in singularly good odour with the government. If I'd been better versed in these things, I would have known the tartan to be of the Argyle Campbell colours. As for the fourth man, I knew him at once to be a sheriff officer.
Glenure, he called him. He must be Colin Campbell of Glenure. The Red Fox.
The Red Fox. Will you bring me his brush?
I made up my mind to go through with this adventure, and when the first man came alongside, I rose up from the bracken.
Sir! Could you tell me the way to Auchan, please?
Oh, well now, Mungo. There's many a man would think this a warning.
Aye, we'd best take care.
Here I am, on my road to Giroux, on the job you know of. And here is a young lad starts up out of the bracken and speers if I'm on the way to Ochan.
This is an ill subject for jesting.
And what seek ye in Ochan, lad, eh? Tell me.
The man that lives there.
James of the Glens. Is he gathering his people, Mungo, think ye?
We shall do better to bide where we are and let the soldiers rally us. We are but 4.
If you're concerned for me, I'm neither of his people nor yours. But I am an honest subject of King George, owing no man and fearing no man.
Aye, very well said. But if I may make so bold as to ask, what does this honest man so far from his own country? Eh? And why does he come seeking James of the Glens? I have power here, I must tell you. I am king's factor upon several of these estates and have 12 files of soldiers at my back.
I have heard a waif word in the country that you're a hard man to drive, Mr. Campbell.
Hey, your tongue is bold, but I am no unfriend to plainness. If he had asked me the way to the door of James Stewart on any other day but this, I would have set you right and bidden ye Godspeed, eh? Aye, but today, eh, Mungo?
Glenure!
I'm wounded.
Oh, sir, sir!
This is treachery. Look to yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Oh, they have killed me.
He is dead. He is dead. My master is dead.
Him beaten? No, nor will be till his blood's on the hillside.
Aye, he's dead.
Ah, Red Fox, if ever I hold you at a gun's end, the Lord have pity on you.
Oh, Alan Breck Stewart.
Fetch the soldiers!
The murderer! We must find the murderer! I began to scramble up the hill. So little time had elapsed that when I got to the top of the first steepness, the murderer was still moving away at no great distance. He was a big man in a black coat with metal buttons and carried a long fowling piece. In a moment, he was lost in a fringe of birches. Then he came out again on the upper side, where I saw him climbing like a jackanapes, for that part was very steep. And then he dipped behind his shoulder, and I saw him no more. Here! Come here! He's running away! He'll get away!
Wait! Stand where you are, lad!
But I was already at the edge of the upper wood, and so now, when I looked back, I saw all the open part of the hill below me. The lawyer and the sheriff's officer were standing just above the road, and on their left the redcoats were beginning to struggle singly out of the lower wood in pursuit of the murderer, but also towards me.
You! Come back!
Why should I come back? I've done nothing. Come ye on! You may catch him yet!
Men! £10 if you take the lad. He's an accomplice. He was posted here to keep us in talk.
I am no accomplice. Come on, the murderer will get away.
Spread out and take him at all costs.
David! David!
That's him. He's over here. Come on.
David! Juke in here among the trees. Alan! Alan Breck! Aye. Come on, we must run now. Run!
He gave me no further salutation, and throwing aside the fishing rod he carried, he set off towards Ballahoolish, and I, like a sheep, followed him. Now we ran among the birches, now stooping behind low humps upon the mountainside, now crawling on all fours among the heather. The pace was deadly. My heart seemed bursting against my ribs, and I'd neither time to think nor breath to speak with.
Come on! I cannot go faster, Hush! Save your breath and run!
I saw with wonder that Alan every now and then would straighten himself to his full height and look back, and every time he did so there came a great faraway cheering and crying of the soldiers. Some while later Alan stopped, clapped down flat in the heather, and turned to me.
Now, it's earnest. Do as I do, and run for your life.
And now, at the same speed, but with infinitely more precaution, we traced back again across the mountainside by the same way that we had come, only perhaps higher. At last, Alan threw himself down in the upper wood of Lettermore, where I had found him at the first, and lay with his face in the bracken, panting like a dog. My own side so ached, my head so swam, my tongue so hung out of my mouth with heat and dryness, that I lay beside him like one dead.
Well, yon was a hot burst, Davy. Are you still wearied?
No. No, I'm not wearied now, and I can speak. I have seen a great, ruddy, jovial gentleman struck out of life in a moment. The pity of the sight is still sore within me.
Pity, is it? And have you no pity for his victims, cast out upon the mountains?
Here was murder done upon the man Alan hated. Here was Alan skulking in the trees and running from the troops. And whether his was the hand that fired, or only the head that ordered, signified but little. By my way of it, my only friend in that wild country was blood guilty in the first degree. I held him in horror.
Davy, why will you not look at me?
Oh, you and me must twine. I liked you very well, Alan, but your ways are not mine, and they're not God's. And the short and the long of it is that we must twine.
I will hardly twine from you, Davy, without some kind of reason for the same.
Reason?
If you know anything against my reputation, it's the least thing you should do for old acquaintance' sake to let me hear the name of it.
Alan, what is the sense of this? You know fine what I mean.
Davy, did you ever hear tell of the story of the man and the good people?
No, nor do I want to hear it.
Well, with your permission, Mr. Balfour, I will tell it you, though. Now, the man was cast upon a rock in the sea, the Skerry Vore, where the good people were used to come and rest on their way across to Ireland.
I am in no mood for children's tales, Alan.
Bear with me, for the sake of our friendship.
Friendship? I hardly know you now.
Then listen, and know me better. Well now, it seems that the man cried so sore, wanting to see his little bairn before he died, that at last the king of the good people took pity on him, and sent someone flying to fetch the bairn, and laid it in a wee bag, beside the man where he was sleeping. So, when the man woke, there was a wee bag beside him, and something in the inside of it that moved.
Oh, Alan, what is this story to do with me and you?
Hush now, hush now. Well, it seems that he was one of those gentry that I think the worst of things, and he struck his dirk through that wee bag before he opened it. And there was his own bairn, dead. Well, I am thinking to myself, Mr. Balfour, that you and the man are very much alike.
Are you telling me you had no hand in this murder?
I will tell you first of all, Mr. Balfour of Shaw's, as one friend to another, that if I were going to kill a gentleman, it would not be in my own country, to bring trouble upon my clan. And I would not go without a sword and gun and with a long fishing rod in my hand.
Well, that's true.
Aye. And now, will I take my dirk and swear on the holy iron that I had neither art nor part, act nor thought in it?
Oh, no, Alan. Oh, thank God. Here's my hand.
No. No, I won't take your hand. You've made a great deal of work and upset about a Campbell, I think. They are not so scarce that I know.
But you cannot justly blame me for suspecting you. For you know very well what you told me in the brig.
Aye. Aye, I'll own I was a wee bit extreme in the brig.
But the temptation and the act are different. I thank God again for that. We may all be tempted. Oh, but to take a life in cold blood, Alan.
Aye, but whose life? I cannot pretend I find it any great tragedy, David, save in the retribution it may bring on all our heads.
But do you know who did it? Do you know the man in the black coat?
No, no. Now, I have no clear mind about his coat, but it sticks in my head that it was blue, not black.
Blue or black? Did you know him?
Ah, well, I couldn't just conscientiously swear to him. He went very close by me, to be sure. But it's a strange thing that I should just have been tying my brogues at that moment.
Can you swear that you don't know him, Alan?
No, not yet. But I have a grand memory for forgetting, Davy.
And yet there was one thing I saw clearly. You exposed yourself and me to draw the soldiers.
Oh, it's very likely. And so would any gentleman.
But we were falsely suspected.
Oh, aye, and them that haven't dipped their hands in any little difficulty should be very mindful of them that have. And that is the good Christianity.
Do you think so?
Aye. For if it were the other way round, and the lad whom I couldn't just see had been in our shoes and we in his, I think we would be a good deal obliged to him ourselves if he would draw the soldiers.
Alan, you are in good faith, are you not? You would sacrifice yourself for what you see as your duty.
Aye, and so would any gentleman.
Well, I'll not say it's the Christianity as I understand it, but it's good enough for me. And here, I offer you my hand for the second time.
Ah, then take both of mine, Davy. Surely you must have cast a spell upon me, for I can forgive you anything. Aye, but listen, Davy. We have not much time to throw away. We must both flee. For I am a deserter, remember? And the whole of Appin will now be searched for me. And you too, because you are now involved in the murder, whether you like it or not.
Oh, but I've no fear in the justice of my country.
As if this was your country. Or as if you would be tried here in the country of the Stuarts.
It's all Scotland.
Oh, man, I whiles wonder at you. This is a Campbell that's been killed. We'll be tried at Inverera, the Campbell's head place, with 15 Campbells in the jury box, and the biggest Campbell of all, that's the Duke, sitting cocking on the bench. Justice, Davy. The same justice by all the world as Glenure found a wee while ago by the roadside.
You're unjust to the Duke of Argyll. For all he's a Whig, he is a wise and honest nobleman.
Toots, the man's a Whig, no doubt. But I would never deny he was a good chieftain to his clan. And what would his clan think if there was a Campbell shot, and nobody hanged, and their own chief, the Justice General? But I've often observed that you low country bodies have no clear idea of what's right and wrong. No, we're in the Highlands, Davy. And when I tell you to run, take my word, and run. No doubt it's a hard thing to skulk and starve in the heather, but it's harder yet to lie shackled in a redcoat prison.
Where should we flee?
To the Lowlands.
Well, indeed, I am impatient to get back and have the upper hand of my uncle. And if you're right, and there is no question of justice...
None at all.
Of all deaths, I would truly least like to die by the gallows. But if the Highlands are covered with troops, how can we escape?
Bare hillside is like all one road. If there's a sentry at one place, you just go by another. And then the heather's good. And everywhere there are friends' houses and byres and haystacks.
But the redcoats are all around us.
A soldier covers no more of the country than his boot soles. But mind you, Davy, we must lie bare and hard, and brook many an empty belly. Our bed shall be the moorcocks, and our life shall be like the hunted deer, and we must sleep with our hands upon our weapons.
I'll chance it, Alan. I'll go with you.
Aye, but you shall tagle many a weary foot if you do. And I tell you this at the start, for it's a life that I know well. But if you ask me what other chance you have, I answer none. Either take to the heather with me, or else hang.
And that's a choice very easily made.
I know. Let's take another keek at the redcoats.
Looking out between the trees, we could see a great side of a mountain running down into the waters of the loch. Away at the far end, towards Ballachulish, little wee red soldiers were dipping up and down over hill and howe, and growing smaller every minute. They stuck to the trail, and doubtless thought that we were very close in front of them.
They'll be gay weary before they've got to the end of that employ. And so you and me, Davy, can sit down and eat a bit and breathe a bit longer and take a dram from my bottle. Then we'll strike for O'Charn, the house of my kinsman, James of the Glens, where I must get my clothes and my arms and money to carry us along. And then, Davy, will cry, "Forth, fortune!" and take a cast among the heather.
Night fell as we were walking, and the clouds settled in and thickened so that it was, for the time of the year, extremely dark. At last, about 10:30 of the clock, we came to the top of the brae, and saw lighted torches below us.
There it is, David. Ocharn.
They seem to be in some great panic.
James must have tint his wits altogether. If this was soldiers instead of you and me, he'd be in a bonny mess. I'll let him know we're here. Come, we'll walk down the brae.
Ellen Bray, you're welcome to my house. Oh, but this has been a dreadful business. It will bring trouble on the country.
I know that fine, for we saw it happen.
You saw it?
Aye. We had no hand in it, but who's to believe that?
Lord help us all, then.
Oatsman, you must take the sweet with the sour. Colin Roy Campbell of Glenure is dead. You must be thankful for that.
Aye, and by my troth, I wish he was alive again. The accident fell out in Appin. Mind you that, Alan.
Aye, aye.
It's Appin that must pay.
That's true enough.
And we must have all things straight. We're digging the big guns and swords into the moss, you see.
Here, James. Look after this young man while I put my own clothes on.
Come into the kitchen with me, sir. Mr. Stewart, Alan Breck is back, and this young man is with him. They saw the murder.
You saw it?
Aye, and I wish I had not, Mr. Stewart.
Oh, aye, indeed, lad. You must be weary. Alan will have pressed you hard, and I'll fetch you some dry clothes and then some food. Sit you down.
As I changed my coat, Alan returned, looking like himself again in his fine French clothes, though to be sure they were now grown almost too battered and withered to deserve the name of fine.
Well, young man, you've changed your coat, and we're sorely in need of it. And you have a pair of brogues, too.
You must each have a sword and pistols.
But I cannot use a sword.
You must have one.
And a bag of oatmeal and a bottle of brandy, too.
Have you money?
I have but a few pennies of my own.
I have about 2 guineas.
I cannot scrape much together now. See here. This is all I have to give you.
No, it is well received, James Stewart.
You must find a safe bit somewhere nearby and get word sent to me. They're sure to get wind of you, sure to seek you, and by my way of it, sure to lay on you the weight of this day's business.
Oh, no.
He speaks nothing but the truth.
If it falls on you, it falls on me, that I am your near kinsman, and harboured you while you were in the country. And if it comes on me, it would be a very painful thing for our clan if I was to hang.
Don't speak of it, James. What would I do without you? Don't speak of it.
It would be an ill day for Appin.
Aye. You see that I have to get a paper out against you myself.
You cannot.
I, you, and your friend from the Lowlands too.
James Stewart.
Aye, I will.
But, man...
It's a sore thing to do between such near friends. But if I get the blame of this dreadful business, I'll have to fend for myself, man. Do you see that?
Aye, I see that.
And you'll have to be clear of the country.
Aye, and clear of Scotland. But this is Uncle Hart and me that brought him here.
Now, Alan, man, look things in the face. Mungo Campbell, the lawyer, will be sure to paper him. So what matters if I do too? And then, Alan, I am a man that has a family, and it'll be a jury of Campbells.
Aye. But there's one thing anyway. Nobody knows his name.
Nor yet shall they, Alan. I couldn't well do less than say the clothes he was in, what he looks like, and his age.
I wonder at you. Would you sell the lad with a gift? Would you change his clothes and then betray him?
He's right. We have given him these clothes, James.
No, not the clothes he has now. The ones he took off. The ones Mungo saw him in. His old clothes.
Well, young sir, what say you to that?
I have very little to say. I'm a perfect stranger to all this dispute. But the plain common sense is to set the blame where it belongs, and that is on the man that fired the shot. Paper him, as you call it, and set the hunt on him, and let honest, innocent folk show their faces in safety.
Whisht, hold your tongue.
That is not to be thought of.
Very well, then. Paper me, if you please. Paper Alan. Paper King George. We're all three innocent, and that seems to be what's wanted. But at least, sir, I am Alan's friend. And if I can be helpful to friends of his, I will not stumble at the risk.
Oh, thank you. And you, Alan, oh, God bless you.
Toots, woman. And the day comes unca soon in this month of July. Tomorrow there'll be a fine to-do in Appin. A fine riding of dragoons and crying of cruachan and a running of redcoats. Ah, well, my lad, it behoves you and me to be the sooner gone.
Sometimes we walked, sometimes we ran. Though upon its face the countryside appeared to be a desert, yet there were huts and houses of people. Each time we came to one of these, Alan would leave me and go and rap upon the side of the house and speak a while at the window with some sleeper awakened.
There is news. The Red Fox is dead. Aye, murdered. Have a care now, and pass the news on.
For all our hurry, day began to come in while we were still far from shelter. It found us in a deep valley strewn with rocks and where ran a foaming river. It was Glencoe, where the massacre was in the time of King William.
Oh, this is no fit place for you and me. This is a place they're bound to watch. We must cross the river. How? By jumping, of course. Where? Into the middle. See the big flat rock there? Aye. So, come on, Davy. Jump! That was well done. Now, over to the other side. One more leap will do it. But Alan, if we fall, we shall be drowned. And if we stay, we shall be killed. We must jump. I cannot. If you think about it, you'll be lost. Here, drink. Drink a good mouthful of the brandy. That's it. No, more. No, I still cannot. Then hang or drown, for I can. No! Come on, Didi. You now. It must be now. I have you. That's it. That's it, Davy, lad. Oh, thank God. Now, run!
And I staggered to my feet and ran. I had been weary before, but now I was sick and bruised and partly drunken with the brandy. When at last Alan paused under two great rocks that stood leaning together, it was none too soon for David Balfour.
I can go no further, Alan. You do not need to. We must just climb. It is all of 20 feet high. And we must reach the top. And quickly, too. Hell, now, we can't jump up. So I must first stand on your shoulders and scramble up, and then I can let down my leather belt and help you. Very well. Well, now, Davy. Make your hands like a stirrup. That's it. Good. Now. And now onto your shoulder. Oh! You all right, Davy? I think you've broken my collarbone. Well, now, I can just reach that. That's it. Now, one more pull. You now. Let's put your hand to the left a bit. Good. Right now, here's my belt. Grip that. Got it. Now, pull hard. Come on. Good. Well now. You're up.
The two rocks, being both somewhat hollow on the top and sloping one to the other, made a kind of dish where as many as 3 or 4 men might have lain hidden.
Now, let me look. Are we seen? No, nothing. No living creature yet. Now we have a chance.
Thank God.
Yeah, well, you're no very brisk at the jumping, David.
No. I was very much afraid.
Small blame to you. To be feared of a thing and yet to do it is what makes the prettiest kind of man. And then there was the river, eh? Aye, but water's a thing that dauntens even me. No, Davy. It's not you that's to blame, it's me.
Why?
Why? I'll tell you. I've proved myself a gummerel this night. First I take a wrong road, and that in my own country of Appin, so that the day has caught us where we should never have been. And thanks to that, we lie here in some danger and more discomfort. And next, which is the worst of the two, I have come wanting a water bottle. And here we lie for a long summer's day with nothing but neat spirit. You may think it a small matter, but before it becomes night, Davy, you'll give me news of it.
If you'll pour out the brandy, I'll run down and fill the bottle at the river.
I wouldn't waste the spirit either. It's been a good friend to you, or in my poor opinion, you would still be standing on yon stone. And what's more, you may have observed that Alan Breck Stewart was perhaps walking quicker than his ordinary.
You were running, fit to burst.
Oh, was I so? Well, you may depend upon it, there was no time to be lost. You see now, far away in the distance, but coming in this direction all the same. What do you see?
Redcoats, Alan. I see redcoats.
Aye. And it's me and you that they're hunting.
The redcoats were still some distance off when I fell asleep, while Alan lay watching. A little peaty earth had drifted in between the top of the two rocks, and some bracken grew there to be a bed to me.
He's dead. Murder. Murder.
Whisht, Davy, whisht.
What? What's wrong?
You were talking in your sleep.
Oh. Are they come nearer?
See for yourself.
The valley is bristling with redcoats.
Aye, Davy. I thought they'd watch the Burnside. If they get up the sides of the hill, they could easily spy us with a glass. But if they'll only keep in the foot of the valley, we'll do it yet. Come night, we'll try our hand at getting by them.
What are we to do till then?
Lie here and bristle.
What do you mean?
You'll find out soon enough when the sun comes up.
And I did. We lay on the bare top of that rock like scones on a girdle. The sun beat upon us cruelly. The rock grew so heated a man could scarce endure the touch of it, and the little patch of earth and fern was only large enough for one at a time.
We'll take turns in the wee bit bracken.
Aye, and look, if I bury the brandy bottle in the earth here, it'll keep cool, and we can bathe our foreheads with it.
Aye, good enough, for it's worse than nothing for quenching your thirst.
First so cold, and now so hot, all in one day.
Aye, yeah, but that's Scotland for you. They're coming close to the rock. See, it is us they are hunting.
I do not like the way they pike their bayonets among the heather.
It is like looking for a needle in a bottle of hay. A hopeless task. Shh, shh. Here's more of them. We must lie like dead men. See, there is shade now on the east side of the rocks. We'll be sheltered from the soldiers there too. They're all on the west side.
Do you think we can risk it?
As well one death as another. Now, I'm away down. Follow me, but quietly.
Aye.
I followed him at once, and instantly fell all my length, so weak was I. Here we lay for an hour or two, aching from head to foot, and quite open to the eye of any soldier who should have strolled that way. None came, however, and presently we began to get a little strength.
Listen, David. Are you awake?
Yes. And I'm so thirsty.
The soldiers are lying close along the riverside. I think we should make a start. Keep close behind me.
The soldiers stood dozing at their posts, or only kept a lookout along the banks of the river, so we drew steadily away from their neighbourhood.
You must watch where you're settling your feet, Davy. A rolling pebble would sound out like a pistol shot this afternoon, and would start the echo calling among the hills.
Alan, I can hear water.
I think you can.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
We had come on a deep rushing burn, The banks hid us from view, and I cannot tell which was the more pleasant, the great shock as the cool stream went over us, or the greed with which we drank of it.
Oh, man, that's good. Oh, spring water. I was parched.
Tell me, Alan, what happened to you when the ship struck? Tell me that.
Oh, well, I ran to the bulwarks as soon as the wave passed. I saw you, lost you, and saw you again. At last I saw you clinging to a spar of wood, and that put me in some hope that you'd maybe get to land after all. And so I left messages for you, and arranged that you should be conveyed to Appin.
And they were left, for I found my way. How did you leave the brig?
Oh, we had to take to the skiff. We started to pull for the shore, and we were not 200 yards away when there came a third great wave. The brig lifted clean over the reef. Her canvas filled for a moment, and she seemed to sail. But presently she drew down and down, and the sea closed over her.
Aye. That must have been terrible.
Oh, man, Hoseyson was like a fiend once we were ashore. He cried to his men to take me, for the loss of the brig was my fault, and besides I had a great sum of money on me.
Aye.
So there I was. No rock to set my back to, and they began to spread out and come behind me.
And I was not there to stand with you.
But the little red-headed man, I've no mind of his name.
Riech.
Riech. Well, he cried to me to run, and I ran. The last that I saw, they were all in a knot upon the beach, like folk that were not agreeing very well together. The fists were going, and I saw one man go down like a pair of breeks, but I thought it would be better not to wait. You see, there's a strip of Campbell's in that end of Mull, which is not very good company for a gentleman like me.
Aye, you told me.
So, if it hadn't been for that, I'd have waited and looked for you myself, but I set my best foot forward, and wherever I met with anyone, I cried out there was a wreck ashore. Oh, man, they didn't stop to fash with me then. Should have seen them linking for the beach. And when they got there, they found they'd had the pleasure of a run, which is always a good thing for a Campbell.